Inside this building, the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, that's where Turkish officials say a hit squad was sent. A team of up to 15 people dispatched to kill this Saudi national and Washington Post columnist. Jamal Khashoggi is an outspoken and well-known critic of the kingdom, a man once close to the circles of power in Saudi Arabia, who more recently harshly criticized the royal family and the vast powers they wield.
I got fired from my job twice as an editor of a leading Saudi paper.
In self-imposed exile in the United States, Khashoggi spoke to CBC News earlier this year.
It's a total closure when it comes to political and human rights activities in Saudi Arabia. There is a change in social and religious fronts, but not when it comes to politics and human rights.
Now, friends and colleagues fear he's dead.
Fakat detaylarını söylemediler.
This journalist says Turkish officials told him Khashoggi was murdered, but provided no proof. Khashoggi went to the consulate last Tuesday to get some documents needed to marry a Turkish woman. His fiancée says she waited 11 hours outside the building, but he never came out. The Saudis, however, are adamant, saying Khashoggi was not killed and that he must have left the building. They took journalists on a tour through the consulate, opening up cabinets, even closets, trying to prove that Khashoggi is not there. We are working to search for him, says the consul general, and we are worried about his case. Khashoggi is an opinion columnist for the Washington Post. This is what the paper published a few days ago to mark his disappearance.
This news, if true, has us all completely devastated. This is an attack on us as well at the Washington Post.
An investigation is now underway to try to find Jamal Khashoggi. If he's found dead, the Saudis will face intense global criticism, and relations between Turkey and the kingdom, already strained, will hit a new low. Derek Stoffel, CBC News, Jerusalem.
Once, Khashoggi supported many of Mohammed bin Salman's reforms before becoming disaffected with his rule. The National spoke with him in March about Saudi Arabia's problems and his own worries about the dangers of pointing them out.
It was better for me to leave, and actually right after I left, arrests began to happen. Many of my acquaintances, friends, colleagues were rounded up, and I always regret being away from home, but when I see what happened to them, I think I did the right choice. I have conflicted feelings about the situation. I like many of the things MBS is doing. Actually, I called for openness. I called for an end to corruption, an end to radicalism. But at the same time, I feel that we are shifting from Salafi or religious radicalism to nationalist radicalism, that you must like what I do, otherwise you are a traitor. And that is not the healthy environment that I was hoping for. Right now, there is no room for any political dissent, for any political counter-opinions.
The Canadian government has responded to all this, though without much detail. A spokesperson for Global Affairs issued a statement saying, "We are aware and concerned by these reports. Canadian officials are actively seeking more information."